Ah, girl, you know I love you. No matter what you do. And I hope you understand me. Every word I say is true. 'Cause I love you. Baby, I'm thinking of you. Trying to be more of a man for you. But I don't have much riches. But we're gonna see it through. 'Cause I love you. Oh, 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 oh. Some men need lots of women for their passions to feel. But I want only you, girl. If it's in, if it's in, if it's in God's will, 'cause I love you. I love you, baby, with all my heart and soul. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. That is what's going on, everybody. That Lenny Williams, I don't know what it is, but it's just something about that Lenny Williams. No matter what you're doing, no matter where you're at, when Lenny come on, everything stop. I went to my playlist. I said, what am I saying tonight? And I hit the scroll like twice, and I saw that Lenny. I said, I ain't heard Lenny in so long, and it hit me. And I said, that's it. I don't got to scroll no more. I don't want to hear nothing else. I just want to sing me some Lenny, and that's it. That's all I wanted to do. That Lenny Williams, boy, I tell you, that Lenny Williams will do something to you, boy. It make you think about your life. It makes you think about your love. Shout out to Lenny Williams. I love you, man. You know who put me up on that song? I don't know who. I do know who put me up on that song. I don't know if he in the chat or not. My man Melvin, my brother from another mother. Melvin used to listen to that song all the time. Like, man, what song is this? That's Lenny Williams. That's an old school song. I listened to it, and I'm talking like we had to be like around 18, 19 or something like that. Put me up on Lenny Williams. I've been a Lenny Williams fan ever since. Don't nobody say nothing bad about no Lenny Williams. I tell you that for sure. But hey, what's good, everybody? It's on once again. I'm back up in here, and I got one for you on tonight. Now let me tell you, I know you saw the title, and I'm telling you right now, there are just some things that black folks do. And there's no other way to explain it. There are some things that you say, well, hey, you know, this person, you say, yep, they was black. I'm just saying. Look, Case, let me give you a couple examples. Okay, let me give you a couple examples. If you turn on the TV and you know how you see the news, and the news would be like, stories for tonight that we gonna hit on is gonna be this, this, and this. And if they tell you, man gets shot fighting over, man gets shot over an argument over Kool-Aid, who you gonna think? I'll wait. Is that gonna be some white folks? Is that gonna be a Hispanic person? Is that gonna be some niggas? It's gonna be some Asians. Which one of them four is it gonna be? Black man gets shot over Kool-Aid. niggas. That's all I'm saying. You then hear, hey, you hear this. Fight breaks out at Irish pub. Who you gonna think? I say it again. Fight breaks out at Irish pub. Score hard. Does it matter? You pick a flavor. He said for what flavor. It could be, and let me tell you something. Let me educate you white folks. Let me tell you something about these white folks. We don't even, the way we label flavors in Kool-Aid is this. Purple, red, right? Orange. If it's blue red, blue. That's how we label flavors. That's what we do. But they'll thank you, Miss C. You hear brawl breaks out St. Patrick's Day weekend at an Irish pub. There you go. You're gonna have white folks. Now, I'm gonna keep it fair. Keep it fair. You hear this. Stabbing takes place at local taco stand. Now, everybody like tacos. I do. My wife made some awesome tacos. She made like a chicken, pineapple glazed, pineapple something taco yesterday. It was delicious. It's low carb. It was amazing. But if you hear that, there you go. Thank you, Alexandra. That's Mexicans. That's Latinos. That's what it is. Stabbings, that's what they do. They good with the switchblade. That's what they do, right? If you hear this, man gets beaten with nunchucks at local corner store. Who is that? I'll say it again. Man gets beaten with nunchucks at local corner store. Who you gonna say that is? There you go. That's Bolo Young and them, Jackie Chan and them. That's Donnie Yen gets into a fight at a corner store because he didn't want to sign the autographs. That's what's gonna happen. Somebody tell you, you hear that, hey man, this dude just got Ip Man at the store. You gonna be like, oh, I know who that is. Them Asians. But here's my thing. I think that when it comes to cheating, for the most part, and this is my relationship rehab thing coming in now. When it comes to cheating, infidelity, people that are in relationships, committed relationships, and they fucking somebody else, whatever you want to call it. When it comes to those type of things, I believe, and I've seen for the most part, people's reaction pretty much be the same. You know, there's a hurt, there's a devastation, there's crying, there's, yelling and screaming. I'm not even disputing that. There's yelling and screaming. How could you do this? You motherfucker, you bitch. You could do all of that? That takes place because there's a lot of emotions involved in infidelity. There really is. But then, yep, I'm going to say it, but then there's something else. The black woman. A woman of never-ending unhappiness. You can always see the sun, day or night. So when you call up this shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one, Doctor Everything is fucked up. You know that this is something else. Oh my God. And then there is this. And when I saw this, I was like, wow. At first, I thought that it was really like, oh, they playing. This shit ain't real. I thought it was one of those. And as I began to watch, I said, no, this motherfucker is really into this shit. She's really doing this. And she's really taking it to another level. And it was like it got to the point of me trying to understand it for the emotional piece of it. and the whole just going through those emotions, because y'all know that's my relationship rehab thing right there. You don't get over shit, you go through shit. And sometimes you have to process those emotions, you have to process those feelings, then you can deal with them. However, there is a level of just powerful niggatry that takes place to where you like, okay, now you're just going too far, you're doing too much, and you have just overstepped your behavior boundaries to the point to where shit is just ignorant. And that's what we're gonna see here. So first and foremost, before I start this young video, let me go ahead and give a shout out to the first person in the chat, to none other than Nakia Lockridge. Hey, look here, look at that. Shout out to the AFC. First one in the chat. Let me give you a relationship rehab salute. I appreciate you. A shout out to my brother DJ Just J. Okay, let me tell y'all something about DJ. Now, y'all know that DJ has been working on a layout for me so I can switch up the rehab because I don't know shit about this. And let me tell you something. He came through and he did his thing. The layout looks wonderful. I like the layout. However, I still don't know how to set the shit up. By the time I looked at it, he was already live, so I couldn't. I would have loved to have presented it tonight, but I don't know how to hook all this shit up. So I know it's some green screen and certain levels and stuff got to take place. But I will admit and salute to my brother DJ. I do have the layout. He is a man of his word and he has delivered. Thank you, my brother. Is he? Oh, he in the chat. My man, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Now, I guess sometime tomorrow we'll figure out, or you can help me figure out how to get this shit to work, because I don't know nothing about this. It's just not in my wheelhouse. I know how to stay in my lane and do what I do best. And hey, it is what it is. But he got it to me he got it to me like earlier this evening and was like, hey, call me and let me know. But I had to take care of my baby girl, had to get her settled, had to fix her something to eat, lay her down, and in the midst of all of that, we had to do our reading and all that stuff. So I was doing daddy stuff, and man, then I fooled around and turned on that damn Xbox, played a little bit of that Call of Duty. Man, let me tell y'all something, that Call of Duty is that deal. I like it. Haven't liked the Call of Duty in a very long time, in about 3 or 4 Call of Duties. I like this one. If you ever like Call of Duty, this is the one to get. All right, but that being here nor there, let me go ahead and let's get this thing cracking. But I want to give a shout out to everybody that stopped by. Thank y'all for clicking the like. I know it's the late show, but hey, I'm doing the best I can with what I got, and sometimes the show gonna be late, all right? I told y'all I'm gonna try to do an earlier show, but this show gonna be late. Is what it is. So let me give a shout out to my man Billy Goat, Alexandria, DJ Just J, Lanisha, Ian Muhammad, Frantonio, what's up, brother? Chorus 15, Triz 313. Let's see who else. Sylvester M, Tyrone Church, UFO Kamikaze, what's happening? Sub-Zero Entertainment, Titus Kirkland, Miss C, what's good? High Stepper Chief on 3. Hey now. Let's see who else in here. My man Skull Hard, that's what's up. Clayton Carter. Let's see who else. All right, that's about it. I think that's everybody. G Friend, what's happening? That's what's up. Want to call in show, call black or white or other. I don't know what that means. But email me, G Friend, so I can see what you're talking about. Let's see who else is off up in here. And to everybody that came over from DJ Just J show and clicked the like, even if you had to go to bed, I appreciate you. Natalie V, what's happening? I appreciate y'all for doing that. And shout out to Kitten Paul. And I think that's it. CJ Gunn, Rosalind Soto, Kimmy Cole, and MMO Family Girl, Poor George. That's what's up. Thank y'all. Some new people. Hope y'all click the like and click the subscribe. So here we go. What you are about to see as I frame this up, shout out to the AFC for sure. And shout out to my brother Tommy Sotomayor. I hope that my brother's doing well. Hope he chilling. He's doing a lot of new and exciting stuff. I'm so proud of him. He been staying out that nonsense, and I'm telling you, it is for the better. Them shows he been doing lately, that mental health show was like, oh man. And the show he did That was Saturday with Tony. Shout out to my man Tony. Y'all did a great show, man. I really, really enjoyed that show. I swear I did, but I appreciate that. Y'all was on. I appreciate that. I hope that we get to do that show that Tommy said, where it'll be me, DJ, Tony, and Tommy. Man, if we get to pull that off, that would be epic. I'm telling y'all, let me tell you something about Tommy. Tommy is a no, Tommy is the best YouTuber I've seen. I ain't seen nobody do this thing right here like Tommy. I ain't never seen nobody do it like him. Real talk. He is a one of a kind, the GOAT of YouTube. When it comes to you talking about the Howard Stern, you talking about a Tommy Sotomayor, that's the level that I put my brother on. What he does and how he does it, not just in his show, but with other shows, like when he did Rick Rubin, like when he just did what's the other guy today he did? The bearded guy. Damn it, what's his name? White boy. But he can switch up what he does with whoever and does a great job. But then when he doing his thing and the different topics that he talks about, the way that he teaches you something, Gavin McGinnis, thank you. The way that he teaches you something, the way that he entertains and just does his thing, when he is on, man. I swear it is a joy to watch that dude, to see him do his thing. So I love when that dude is just focused on him. He does an amazing job. Salute to you, brother. I tell you, it's inspiring. And you learn something. To get entertained and educated all at the same time, what more can you ask for? But he does tremendous content, man. I wish that he could I wish fucking YouTube would just give this dude his channel and let him build it. Stop letting these motherfuckers tear it down, because the shit he brings to the table, ain't nobody else doing it, and it is truly valuable to us and to any and everybody that watches it. But shout out to my brother. I appreciate you, man, and I hope we get to get together soon and do that show, man, because, man, my man be killing it, and I appreciate him for it. It is truly a joy and a pleasure to watch that brother do what he does. But this show right here, this chick right here, she's on the bus. And at first, when you see it, you're going to think she's talking to the person that's sitting across from you. But she's not. She's actually on the phone. And when it comes down to what she's talking about, you ain't going to really figure that out until you get into it. But I done told you already what it's about, and you'll see what it is. What did he say? He said he's awesome. I imagine it's hard to be that entertaining while talking about such diversity. I'm telling you, it is, man. Will hits the man. Everyone will start listening. Oh man, Lanisha, look, let me tell you something. It is already gonna be I see that already. If anybody that's been watching Tommy for more than a year and has been seeing his content, he's definitely gonna be one of those dudes whose content will be viewed years, 10, 20, 30 years from now. You talk about, and I know motherfuckers saying, oh man, he just saying that because he liked Tommy. No, let me tell you something. When you look back at Martin Luther King, you look back at the content Malcolm X and the speeches of Elijah Muhammad, you look at the speeches of just pro-blacks, activists, just look back. Certain content that comes is certain content that was created even 20, 30 years ago that has transcended and has come through the times. It's just come through the times. There are things you can go back and look at Malcolm X. You can go back and listen to Dr. Martin Luther King, Dick Gregory. Yes, you can look at Dick Gregory. You can look at these people's content 20 and 30, 40 years ago, and you can see the relevancy of it now today. The content that Tommy creates is going to do just that. If you ain't seen it, if you don't understand it, I'm promising you, I'm saying it right now. Y'all can look back at my content 20, 30 years later and hear me say it now today. The content that he has created, and I'm going back as far as I've been watching. And that's what, 2012, 2013? The content that he's creating now and has been creating for the past 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years will be viewed over years and years and years and years and years and years from now, 20, 30 years ahead, people will go back and they will be saying, Tommy Sotomayor said this back in 2012. Tommy Sotomayor said it back in 2014. People will reference his content for the next half century easy. I tell you that right now. That's how epic his content is. That's how his words, his thoughts, his ideas, all of that shit that he's put together and the way he's presented it, that is why people it is that just paramount that it will be referenced for the next half century easy. Promise you that. People play Martin Luther King stuff, and I ain't just talking about the I Have a Dream speech that everybody hears from the mountains and the hilltops of Georgia. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the content King was playing, the King was talking about before he got killed. That content, people are talking about that now. People are talking about Louis Farrakhan's content back that he did back 30, 40 years ago, talking about it now. His content now, people are still talking about it. But that stuff that Tommy has been doing, it will come back. I promise you that. I promise you that. I hope that all of his content from his channels, I hope that he has it saved. I hope that he got it somewhere where it can be re-released, because I promise you that it will be. And people will be talking about not only the content he's created, but the content he's created with other people. They will be playing it for years to come. I'm just saying that right now. That's going to be, it's a cold-hearted fact. Straight up. But let me go ahead and let's get into this. And man, I will point out a few things about it. Some of the shit is funny as fuck, but I'm gonna point out some of the shit that I saw that really like just stuck in my mind.
Shit, bitch! I get all that, motherfucker, and you know what? I'ma stay married to your black sorry ass, cause when you die, bitch, I'ma collect all your shirt policy, bitch, and I'll be somewhere in Hawaii and Jamaica, motherfucker, off your shit!
Now, when I first saw that, I thought that she was talking to that dude right there, because I said to myself, why the fuck ain't that dude like even looking at her? Then I realized her hanging on to her ear. I said, no, this bitch don't have no earpiece in her ear, and she on the phone with a motherfucker like this. And what's so amazing is that this nigga stays on the phone all this time. But this bitch just said, I can't wait till you die, because I'm going to cash in on your life insurance, and I'm going to go to Hawaii and Jamaica. Just
shit, bitch! I get all that, motherfucker, and you know what? I'ma stay married to your black sorry ass, cause when you die, bitch, I'ma collect all your shirt policy, bitch, and I'll be somewhere in Hawaii and Jamaica, motherfucker, off your shit, motherfucker! You don't know how hurt I am.
Now, here's my thing. I understand that maybe, just maybe, she don't know how to process her emotions. Maybe, just maybe, she's having a very difficult time dealing with this shit. Why deal with this with him on the phone, on the bus, as opposed to just saying, I'm going to wait till I get home and I can jap out like a motherfucker when I get home? She said she sound like Fantasia. She do. Why would you do this out in public? Because at the end of the day, she's really just embarrassing herself. She really is. Just watch.
13 years, nigga. I know you over 25 years. You sorry motherfucking bitch.
She's known him over 25 years. 25 years you've been with this dude. You've known him for over 25 years. And I get it. You upset. But how far do you go out in public?
Your ass is mine. Okay? And I mean it. From the bottom of my...
John, you ain't shit. He said 25 years a slave. This shit is wild, man.
Motherfucking heart. Bitch, all I keep thinking about these cancers that you have in my motherfucking house. You tear up my shit. Bitch, you got the nerve to fuck my shit up. And you out here sticking your little teeny, weedy, stinky, shrivel up, black, funky penis in the hoe.
Did you hear that? She just, I don't know, like, how do you just go in on somebody's dick like that? And I get it, but it's your dick you've been fucking for 25 years. How do you go in like that on a dick that you been riding all this time?
I got you, my man. Cause I'm fucking sticking your little teeny out. You tear up my shit. Bitch, you got the nerve to fuck my shit up. And you out here sticking your little teeny, weedy, stinky, shrivel up, black, funky penis in the hoe. I got you, my man.
Do you hear that? I can't even hear all of the shit she said.
Shrivel up, black, funky penis.
I gotta count that.
Shit up, and you out here sticking your little teeny, weedy, stinky, shrivel up, black, funky penis in the hoe.
In the hole.
I got you, my man.
Where else do you put 8 adjectives negatively described penis? Is that? Are there any women in the chat or watching this replay that would want a dick that has those 8 negative things on it to where you would want that inside of you? Would you want to touch, suck, or let alone fuck that dick? And the fact that you called, he said she forgot to bust it. And the fact that you called all that shit about this dude's dick, that's more of a bad look for you than it is him. Because let's just say his dick is all of those things. He at least found somebody or someplace. There's at least 2 bitches that are taking it. I'm just saying. There are 2 women right now, her and whoever this woman is he done cheated with, that are taking his dick. So does it not bother you to say, well, man, I did this and I let this nigga put this kind of dick in me, and this nigga had the audacity to go and put that dick in somebody else? What difference does it make if a nigga got a dick that's 1 inch or if it's 100 inches? A nigga is gonna stick it in where he can get it in at. That's all I'm saying. So why would you feel as though that's something he ain't supposed to do? He's supposed to say, well, because my dick is little, eeny, teeny, weeny, funky, stanky, shriveled up, I shouldn't put it nowhere. It's like, what nigga is gonna say that? I ain't gonna put it nowhere. Like, I'm just gonna keep my dick to myself. I'm not gonna put it in nowhere. I just keep it here. What the fuck do you expect that nigga to do? If anything, that nigga gonna try to put it in as many places as he can because he know it ain't too many places he can put it. Shit.
Cause I'm fucking with a bitch like me, nigga, I cut that bitch off. And I go to the university hospital and let them know that's way down. The only time I can get motherfucker is 1 year, bitch. I don't got a record, bitch.
Now she's talking about that same dick she gonna cut off and only gonna have to do a year because she don't have no record. My thing is this. If this nigga has, obviously, this has got to be, unless somebody please correct, this is the worst description of a dick I've ever heard. So this nigga right here on the other line of this phone, he got the worst dick in the world right now. He has the most or the least desirable penis on the face of the earth right now. Yet and still, this bitch is willing to cut it off and to go to jail for it. Who does that? That's just like a nigga saying, I'm with the ugliest bitch known to man, and I'm going to kill a motherfucker for her. Who does that? All of, and it's like as I was watching this, I began to just see the whole thing of me. It was me at first. I was really like empathizing with this woman to say, well, man, or sympathize. Which one is it? Sympathize is when you just understand. Empathize is when you feel it yourself. No. Yeah. Yeah, I've been cheated on before. So I empathize with her, but then I was sympathizing with her. I did both. But then I said, well, damn, this bitch gotta be kind of crazy to be going through all of this shit. To be dealing with all of this shit. On top of that, what the fuck? Who would deal with this much shit? I'll tell you who. A black woman would.
Please, PTI, you stinking bitch. I'ma get you, motherfucker, and I'ma show you. Nigga, you don't know, man. I got high standards in myself. And I always told you, bitch, if you ain't happy, get the fuck out my house. That's my shit, nigga.
So this tells the tale as well. She taking care of this nigga. This nigga's living with her. And man, and I see, man, I'm gonna tell you something, Jason. You just brought back what I saw from the show with Tommy and Tony the other day. Walking away from a relationship. I think that was Tony that said he always had walk away power. I love that term. I love that term. That phrase right there is powerful. Walk away power. Here's the thing about walk away power. It's not just the ability to walk away and just saying, well, I'm just mentally strong enough to walk away. Nope. It's about having the leverage to where you can walk away. So many times, and I see this with women so much, especially black women. Y'all have this thing to where y'all put yourselves in positions to where you can't walk away from a man that you that you're with, or you put yourself in a situation to where you'll either be in that situation where you can't walk away because you don't have no finances, your finances are all fucked up, you don't have no education, so you can't go and get no job, you don't have a business, you don't have a career, you don't have shit, so you totally dependent on this nigga. And you will subject yourself to just being at this nigga's mercy because of that. And you got kids by this nigga or other niggas and you with him. Or it's the other way around to where a woman will be independent. She will have the ability to provide financial for herself, but she will pick a nigga that don't have jack shit. And she's not doing it because she fell in love with this nigga. She's not doing it because she liked this nigga so much and he just swept off her feet. Women like that do that shit because they want to have power over this nigga. That's why they do it. Just like when you see these women who date these thug ass, jailbird ass niggas. It ain't because, nigga, you work out and you got all these muscles because you did 5 years in the pen. That ain't why they picking you. They might fuck you because of that. Oh, girl, he got that penitentiary dick. He ain't had no pussy in 5 years and his dick stay hard. Yeah, you may fuck him because of that, but you get with a nigga and stay with a nigga like that because you think you can control him. And these women, you women set yourselves up for failure like that. You fuck with an ain't shit nigga, and then when you get ain't shit results, you just can't believe it. It just blows your fucking mind because you think if I provide this nigga with money, some pussy, some head, and a place to live, he gonna be faithful and dependent on me. No, he's not. He's gonna still do him at some point. But women have a huge problem with doing that. You need to start picking motherfuckers that compliment you. And I'm not just saying a motherfucker that say you look nice. I'm saying a motherfucker that has goals that actually does something besides talk a good game. They're actually doing shit. because you try to get this motherfucking dude and you think that if you do for him enough, if you his source long enough, then he gonna be faithfully yours. That's not how this shit works. That's called manipulation, which women are masters of. They love to manipulate a motherfucker. They love to take a motherfucker and make that motherfucker do what they want him to do because they holding shit over him. And most men, especially a ain't shit nigga, will go along with it. But the minute the opportunity comes for him to do something he wants to do, he's gonna do it. And most of the time they do it just because they like, well, shit, this motherfucker thinks she control me. Fuck her. I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck her sister. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck her cousin. That's what the fuck happens. And then you women are sitting back saying, I don't know why you do that to me, girl. You just, oh, girl, why you? And your ass is on the bus doing this.
Doing my shit! Broad Street and 8th Avenue. Ain't no, oh my God, you funky, sorry dick bitch! It is true! This the fourth fucking woman walked up to me and asked me.
Did you hear that? This is the fourth one. Four. Let me get that in the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's a whore. This is the fourth woman he's done this with. And the question now becomes this. If he's shown you who he was 3 times before, why would you not think, or why would you be this surprised at woman number 4? He's once, twice, 3 times fucked another bitch. And you know this to be true. Yes, he did it once and twice, 3 times fucking bitches. And you know it to be true. Yes, you know it is true. What the fuck? He's done this 3 times before. This is number 4. And look at how she's reacting. And that's why I started to say, okay, I see what's going on now. She's into this shit because this is what she likes doing. This is a part of the relationship. You know how I tell people, how I say all the time, you in a dysfunctional relationship because you've been in it for so long, the dysfunction becomes how you function. That's what this is. She's been in a dysfunctional relationship for so long. Yeah, I did miss my microphone moment. I missed it. She's been in a dysfunctional relationship for so long that this has become a part of it to where it's now functional. This is how she functions in dysfunction. That's exactly what this is. So when you think about this, and it's the same thing when you talk about men and women that are in physical abusive relationships. This is just emotional and a mental one. She likes the emotional roller coaster. And as dysfunctional as it is, that's why she's doing it. She's so into it. It is